I have seen super heavyweight some ranking. I have seen probably 105 or 115 ranking. It was few years ago. I saw some lightweight ranking with maybe like 3 athletes or 4 athletes. So I have no idea what's happening in lightweights. I know East West. Artur Makarov is a champion.
That is true. Daniel Prokopociuc is left-hand champion.
Daniel is left-hand champion, but we have had maybe what, 2 fights with left or 3?
I think 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
And it's but if we back to right arm, it's very hard to even probably put. Okay, we are number 1, but also this number 1 has lost in some other organizations or other tournaments to other athletes who have lost to again other athletes.
It's a big mess.
It's a big mess and if you would ask me to put top 6, top 8, top 10, which we have in other classes, it's almost impossible. There are so many athletes who have beat each other but lost to other athletes, and
there's no one undisputed decisive champion.
Theoretically, right? There is in East-West, but
yes, but in real world, outside of one promotion,
yeah. If you would ask me right now, who is real king of lightweights, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Who is?
Let's say it like this. So even though there's a mess with let's say Makarov because he lost to Cherkasov, I think he also lost to Cvetan, right? Or like on AMC or something. There's like, and then there's Alan Zoloev.
When Alan Zoloev and Artur Makarov faced each other, Alan Zoloev won.
Yes.
Then Cherkasov pulled Makarov.
But
Cherkasov won.
Did he lose? Has Makarov lost in the super match?
It was a super match between Cherkasov and Makarov, I believe.
That was a super match? Oh, yeah. Right, it was a super match. So it's a big mess.
But before that, Cherkasov lost against Mindaugas.
Yes.
Alan Zoloev lost super match against Daniel Prokopociuc. Also in
Prokopociuc lost to Mindaugas. Mindaugas lost to Makarov.
Yes, and also okay, it's tournament, but in a tournament, Alan Zoloev lost as well to Cvetan Geshevsky.
Yeah. Okay, we know all this. We know all this. It's a big mess. So now Daniel is gonna pull Artur for East versus West title, right? Probably Mindaugas is still somewhere in that mix.
Yeah. Mindaugas could say like, I won against Daniel. Why should Daniel? But in reality, it's great fight. And even if we look, if we talk a little bit about that, if we look that Mindaugas lost against Makarov, but Mindaugas won against Daniel, it means nothing because it's different styles right now, and I'm really looking forward because Daniel is very dangerous and stylistically Makarov could be good opponent for him. But and even with all that, guys who we have seen in East-West in lightweights, I would say it's like Makarov, it's Daniel, it's Mindaugas, it's me myself, it's Justin Bishop. Right now, a few new names like Hunter, Wallen, Christo. So we could kind of rank them all. And even with all that, I still see 2 potentially great Bulgarians who could even be in a very top. One of them, Cvetan Geshevsky, who is, and second is Božidar, who is also 77, and we know that to win a Božidar in a super match, okay, Daniel won with left arm, but it's left arm. His right arm, if you would ask me in a super match format with all guys we mentioned, and we know that Alan Zoloev as well, and Cherkasov, and maybe a few other from Russia who are not competing right now, with them not competing in East-West, with all of them, and even with Cvetan Geshevsky, who is not competing in a WAF events right now. In my eyes, I see like maybe even I would say Cvetan Gashevsky is most dangerous in a super match format, almost for everyone.
Yeah.
Almost for everyone in a super match format. In a tournament, it's possible to beat him. In a super match format, I would love to see Cvetan competing in a lightweight and see what he could do, because his ability to pull a super match in long fights is great. One more name we are not mentioning, but for years he has been around in a lightweights, Engin Terzi. But
for years he's not even close to lightweights
and the thing is, there are again some discussions, Engin and Mindaugas, and then maybe one more time. But the thing is, how much Engin weighs? I'm not sure about that he could be close to around that 77 or even 80 kilos. I'm not sure. So if he could cut, definitely he's threat for anyone. Especially for guys who are more like control arm wrestling, like Mindaugas, like Justin Bishop, like me. Not sure about ones who are crazy arm strength. There could be like maybe Makarov, maybe Daniel. That could be more tough fights for him, but definitely
the
motivated.
question is like, can Engin make the lightweights? That's the thing. Like he would be dangerous at any weight, but can he make it lightweights for it to be?
Last WAF world title he won was at 65 kilo class, but
2019.
But it's 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And after that he competed Zloty Tour at 70 kilo. So
yeah,
it's all possible, and then we know Engin, but we are not getting younger, and cutting weight is not getting easier. That's true as well. And
the real question is also like if he can prepare for it, because if he's doing all the work he's doing for East versus West, it takes all the brain power.
And we forgot also, if we talked about a few more names, I would say there are a few Kazakhstan guys I would say are potentially somewhere for a top 3 or even more.
Yeah. For some reason they went to 85, 95. But they're not as
one
good.
of them who is definitely lightweight is Daniel Ustinov. Yeah,
he's definitely there.
Talgat Aktayev time to time around 80, but lately he's looking bigger.
Yeah.
Shamil Meshgan Shamil, right arm struggling some injuries. Left he's still very good. And some other, especially lighter guys we could see from Kazakhstan. Georgians.
Some young guys.
There was time when also 80. But right now some super lightweights like 55, 60. There are great guys. Heavier when it goes Samushia, Vala. Yes, a few more, but around 75, 77, 80. Yes, there are, but they are not maybe showing as great performance lately. But some great potential for sure, and also. Turkey, WAF 80 kilo class champion. What's his name?
Omer.
Yeah. So
I think the class would be super stacked.
But it's impossible to rank because only one we have for sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of Makarov if we talk about East-West, and even then he has lost in some other organizations. All after that, I have no idea, and it's impossible.
In lightweights, the first champ was Nurdalvet. Then he vacated the title, went up, right? He
to 86 kilo class, 85.
Yeah. Then it was Prokopociuc. Then it was Mindaugas. Then it was Makarov, right?
Yeah.
So the title has exchanged hands already 4 times. So just shows what kind of mess the category is in, right? It shows how competitive it is and how hard it is. And I made a video talking about like how all these athletes we're talking about, they're mostly are tournament pullers, and they still mostly pull tournaments. Mindaugas is one of the few guys that is actually doing this transition to a super match format, where he pulls mostly super matches, and he's getting better and better in problem solving. Like I thought 2-1, he's done, and then he pulled out something and worked his way to victory versus you. And I feel like if more opportunities get presented to some of these guys, because lightweights, I feel like, is least represented class on East versus West. If I'm correct, I think there's less fights. I could also say that for Samushi, yeah, because every time we see, just like you said, we're trying to beat Samushi and that's it, right? There's nothing else going on. Everyone's trying to beat Samushi.
In same in next category, it's same thing. Like there are so many great potential fights, but right now everyone is or organizers are focusing just how to beat Samushi or how to I would say even have a new champion in that category. That's like trying to find someone who could beat the champions. That's it.
Yeah.
But there are potentially without that many great arm wrestlers.
Yeah.
But in lightweights, there are styles. There are styles where I see same with Justin Bishop. He's very good.
Yeah.
He's very good. But the thing is, stylistically, he's very dangerous for arm wrestlers like me, like Mindaugas, maybe Daniel Ustuno with Bishop would be great. But for arm wrestlers like in my eyes like Cherkasov, like Daniel Prokopociuc, Makarov,
yeah.
I don't see that he could just get in the position he wants, and I think his ability to top roll is not as great if he pulls against some exceptionally great inside arm wrestlers.
Yeah.
So first thing, I want to see some ranking, and I want to see when finally, after how many years East West has been.
Since 2021.
Yeah. So I want to see like in those 3-4 years, finally some ranking, because in some categories we see there are some ranking.
Yeah.
Second, I want to see more fights because potentially.
Janis had one amazing fight that everyone loves, and now he starts bragging like we need more lightweight matches. You know.
Janis has done what?
But it's true. It is absolutely true. I think especially there's potential for matches. I think we're most of the time focusing on heavyweights and we're focusing on champions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where we forget that excitement of the matches. Like you didn't have a title match, and it's even yesterday I talked with Christo. He said like I asked him what's his favorite match, and he said probably now that's my favorite match.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it.
But it's also up to fans. There are many arm wrestling fans who they want just title match. They're like, oh, it's not interesting because
if it's not Devon.
I'm not watching because it's not a Devon, and also I'm not watching because it's not a title match. That's it. But in my arm wrestling understanding, just to try to get champion out of his I don't know get away title and then give his belt to another one every event. Why? There are potentially much more fun to see, and especially in a class where I'm not sure if the champion what we have now is really so unbeatable.
Mm-hmm. We'll find out very soon, very soon.
Yeah.
I think, how about you make your own rankings? You put all the lightweights in your opinion, and we're going to present it here. Janis Amolins, unbiased opinion on lightweights.
It's like I said, styles have gone styles.
Exactly, but it's your opinion.
Right now, like I said, I could, of course, it's questionable, but I see potentially maybe Cvetan Gashevsky could beat like most of guys who are in lightweights. Also, I think that Cherkasov is super dangerous, and maybe not against arm wrestler like Mindaugas, or maybe even for me Cherkasov wouldn't be that dangerous, but Cherkasov is improving. He's bigger, heavier, stronger now, so we don't know. But against arm wrestlers like Makarov, against arm wrestlers like Daniel Prokopociuc, I'm not sure. I see that Cherkasov could do great. So what or who I would put second? It's hard. It's hard. It could be Makarov. It could be Daniel.
Yeah.
It could be Mindaugas.
It's okay.
It's okay. It could be Alan Zoloev.
I think if you would need someone to beat let's say, Cvetan, I feel like Mindaugas could beat Cvetan. Stylistically, Minda could be the guy that gets the position, climbs, and presses. That's what you need, right? And if you're just trying to beat him with arm strength, he will open you up. You're going to lose your wrist, and you will not have enough side pressure to finish him. You will not have enough connection to finish him. Styles do make matches.
I haven't pulled Cvetan for long. It's like in a competition we pulled the 2012 WAF World Championship, but it's a long time ago, so it's not really count. And then Cvetan was younger, I was stronger.
I wasn't born.
Before that, we pulled as well 2004, 2005, or 2007. Yeah. Good times.
Good times.
good times.
Yeah. What was the record with you and him?
2004, Cvetan won. 2000, maybe it was 2007 in a WAF World Championship. I won in qualifications on fouls, which really is not. It's not a win for me. And then after that, I put Cvetan was in the B side, and he came back and he won against Arsen Liliev in the final. And then I lost to Arsen and someone else. And then 2012, I won in the WAF World Championship. I won. I was first. Cvetan took third or fourth place. Fourth place. Yeah, he lost the semi-final against Brazilian Eduardo Tite. Yeah. Yeah, but
why not?
So why not? Yeah, but strange or not, but I kind of think that maybe Cvetan right now is better than he was 2012.
Probably the thing of this video is not every arm wrestler probably can get. With Cvetan, there is some political issues why we can't get him right now on East versus West stage, but probably if the fans ask for the matches, you will get the matches. And lightweights are really exciting because there's the mix you could make is really exciting, and we just don't see it. And Janis and Minda is a confirmation that lightweights can be the main event. There was absolute pure quality in that match. Everyone loved that match. It was crazy, one of the craziest matches you will ever see.
But it took a little bit too long.
For you maybe. For you maybe. For us it was just enough.
It was too long, all that.
Those are, again, Janis' problems, not my problems, But anyway, what's the verdict on this one?
What's the verdict? Make more fights so we could make some good ranking, and we could see what's really top guys in a lightweight category, because right now we can just guess, and then I want to see some real results. And otherwise it's just guessing.
I think because lightweights is so like 77, 80 kilos is like a middle where most people kind of live in, right? So the level there is so crazy because so many great people live there. So whoever becomes the one, probably they will be so dominant they could beat most styles.
No, the thing is that I see in category like 5, 6, 7, maybe even more, 8 guys who could beat each other, and then
yes.
I have no idea who would win. That's the thing.
Yeah.
In some fights, yes, I have my favorite. Okay, stylistically that could work better against, but like I said, there are so many guys which would, in my eyes, potential to beat each other. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's very hard to rank them, and that's my verdict. I want to see where they really are, what's happening.
That's a good one. Make more matches, guys. If you guys are gonna ask for the matches, probably they're gonna make the matches.
Yeah,
so
and Engin Terzi can't wait. Yeah, so
can't wait to beat up Minda. Yeah.
Yeah, but we also last time I pulled Engin Terzi in it was 2000. Maybe 2007. Yes, I think so too.
Would you pull Engin if he was like a cut down?
It would be fun. It would be fun to pull Engin. We have pulled in some practices, but in a competition, it was very long time ago.
Yeah.
When I pulled Engin last time, and with Engin Terzi, He has been more, when we really met on table, he has been more successful. I have had some victories over him, but in Europe in 2007, and we have been in same category many times, and I have been above him in that category. And then when I won my world titles, he has been in same category, but we didn't met. He lost to other guys, but and stylistically with all what he's doing on table for top rollers, he's not an easy opponent for sure, but definitely fun to pull against, for sure.
Anyway,
Yeah,
more lightweight matches.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he need to stop with that ice cream.
We did.
Yeah, otherwise there is more chance that he will pull with, I don't know who is in 95, is
Todd Hutchings.
with Todd, yeah, or someone else.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's the thing. Express your opinion. We want to know in the comments. Not here. Also here.
And
but also
who else? Who maybe yeah, you
Yeah,
can give your
maybe
opinions.
we forget someone.
Definitely, there are. I know there are some Armenians, there are some Azerbaijans, there are someone definitely from North America, and I wait for, as always, I say I wait for new stars from USA, and I see some potential, but right now not like. I would say that someone from North America is really in a top 3 or maybe even top 5 in the world in lightweights, but it would be great because that's what we need for more
East versus West.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, stay strong.
And love arm wrestling.